Yeah. Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. A video where I'm sure most of us are all just relaxing at home because we're in a fucking lockdown and there's nothing else we can do. Can't go outside unless to buy essentials, can't even work out. I mean, everything's just going great. What's it to complain about? The world economy, global economy is going to shit. Yeah. On that note, welcome back to the show, the David Mustard Show, where we talk about entrepreneurship, finance, business. You get some daily vlogs, and just all sorts of interesting, entertaining things that just happen in my daily life. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the coronavirus. I mean, what else? What else is there to talk about than the coronavirus? But no, we're not going to be talking just about that. We're going to be talking about how you can capitalize, how you can actually profit from the situation we are in right now. So you might be thinking, hey, we know what you're going to say. You're going to talk about face masks or your hand sanitizer, right? No, absolutely not. Trust me, I'm doing that right now. It is hell on earth. Like literally, it is hell on freaking planet Earth. That market is oversaturated right now with every single dude who's got a little bit of money to throw away is buying up face masks and sanitizers and selling them. So no, that is not it. But before we get into the actual video of today, look at this mess. Let's just cut to the clip of how desperate I have become in the time of this lockdown. I mean, because I can't go for runs, I can't do calisthenics outside, I can't climb, I can't surf, I can't swim, I can do nothing but this. Let's cut to the clip right now. Bam! God save us all. Look at how desperate I am, what I'm training with, okay? You might see, oh, it's just a bag. It's a freaking tent. It's a family tent. Like literally. Okay, pull-up bar, normal. Skipping rope, normal. A tent. A freaking tent. Yeah, so now you guys have it. That's literally the situation. But without further ado, let's get right into the main topic of today's video. How you, me, and everyone can profit from this situation. So, you guys might remember a few weeks ago, just when everything was starting to become uneasy in the markets. Funny enough, when I still said, and I admit I was most probably wrong, I said that there's for sure not going to be a recession, like it just doesn't make sense. But I don't think anyone expected it to have this much of an impact so quickly. So yes, along with those comments, I did also put out posts about if you need help to build a bulletproof portfolio for yourselves, or if you know anyone that needs help, come to me because I can do that for you. What this portfolio is meant to do is the traditional 60-40, or sometimes in my case I make it 70-30. So, but let's use for now the traditional one, which is 60-40. 60% in equities, 40% in bonds. So what this is supposed to do, when the market is running smoothly as usual and everything's growing, of course the equity markets are going to grow. Why? Because equities are shares in companies. And generally, when you refer to equities, you refer to money that's put in an index fund. So these index funds mirror an entire industry as a whole and then grow based on how the whole industry is performing. So these are known as equities. And bonds are bonds. Bonds are almost like a loan. So let's say let's use government bonds. I'm the government, I need money. So I'm going to go to the public and raise money by selling bonds. This is almost like an agreement where the person who buys the bond gets a set interest rate, and then later on when he decides to sell, or until the contract has ceased, when the government has to pay back his money, then the bond ceases. Unless obviously the investor decides to sell the bond long before that, just depending on how the values go up and down of the bonds. Usually now bonds in times of like these, in times where the markets are underperforming, government bonds actually do better. Why? Because governments and the Federal Reserves, like the Federal Bank, they work together in order to re-stimulate the economy, usually through quantitative easing or just getting more money out in the economy so that things can start flowing again. Now the government needs money, so they try to collect it from individual investors by selling bonds. So that's just basically what it's like. It's hedging. That's a strategy known as hedging, and it's the best way to set up a portfolio if you're looking to retire or if you're looking to have a safe investment, etc. The reason I do 70-30 sometimes is just depending where on the cycle, but I'll get into that further down why I do the 70-30 or 60-40. Yeah, but the reason that 60-40, like I actually got numbers the other day, the global majority of the 64 portfolios are down 20%. 20%. Now remember, this is a portfolio that is meant to be able to be bulletproof against times like these. Now why is that happening, you might ask? And the reason is because we aren't in a market crisis, troubling times for the market. We are in economic crises. Like, this thing has gone so bad. I mean, just this morning in America, when people woke up, a total of 3.5 million people in America have filed for bankruptcy. Why? Because with this whole new stimulus bill, which is in order to help fight the coronavirus, people realize, oh shit, they can get $1,400 a month, depending on the size of your family and who you are, from home, doing nothing. They can just receive that. That is part of the government stimulus bill to help combat the virus, for people to stay at home. So people are literally filing for unemployment to be able to rather sit at home and get this check. That is crazy. Which, on a side note, which is why socialism doesn't work, okay? But that's not the part of the story. But just because it is low, if there's no employment, like the unemployment rate is very high, the economy isn't going to function. Boom, right there, just showing you why, for one of many reasons, socialism doesn't work. But that's not the topic of this video. Let's leave that aside for now. So that's the one problem, and this is happening across the globe with more and more governments taking on a stimulus bill and things like that. The second thing is, analysts have estimated that corporations across the globe will in total lose $12 trillion. That is a huge blow to the economy, because that's not even taking into consideration how many individuals will be losing money, how many wealthy people will be losing money, how many poor people will be losing money, and people who will just, it'll become worse and worse and worse for them because they can't afford times like these. So, with all these negative things going around and happening, let me get into how you can really profit from the situation. So, there's a few ways how I would say one can profit from the situation. It all depends on the type of person you are. So there's three types of people in any given situation, in any given time in the market, but especially in times like these. Let's use times like these, okay? Because we are in a time like this where the market is just, the economy, is going to shit. The global economy. There's the one type of people who won't do anything, who will just sit and watch others as they try, push and fend through these times. Which, on that note, yeah, I'll get to that later, never mind. There's the second type of person is the type of person who has already learned from the previous, like 2008, which is probably none of us. In 2008, the market crash, or even the market crashes before. But most of my age and my generation won't be those people because we were too young to learn from it at that stage. So it's the people who have learned from those situations and are already financially secure and safe and free and aren't as worried as everyone else about the situation. For those types of people, I have very little advice on how they can capitalize on this situation, but still carry on listening because I still know how you can capitalize after the situation ends. The third type of person is the type of person like you and me who's trying to make it out there, you know, just trying to prevent us from suffering any further in our future recessions and things like that. For these types of people, what I would advise, number one, is learn from the people who are not struggling right now through the recessions. And I mean, really do your research on who isn't struggling, because there's a lot of people out there who are using this time now to sell you things based, whether it's real estate or whatever it may be, or courses, and who say they aren't struggling, everything's going well, but who are really struggling and who are obviously pushing sales now because they have no other choice. I'm warning you about this not because I'm just here sitting, I'm not struggling at all. No, please. My sales, I am so stuck. I do not know what to do, literally. Even though I feel like the problem with going online and working online isn't my problem. My problem is just selling. People don't want to buy now. People want to save money now. People are scared. People are worried. Or they're not going to get their jobs. People are worried they're going to lose their job. So this is the worst time to be selling. However, I do think if you want to make it, right now is the chance that you should go out and learn sales or learn the financial markets or anything that you can sell a service to someone, but a service that they need. Like what I'm selling, life insurance. No one wants to take life insurance now because it costs a lot of money, but they also really do want to take it in case this virus affects someone in their family. Like let's say now John, right? He doesn't have life insurance. He gets infected by the coronavirus. He dies. What happens with his family? He was the main income producer. Big problems. If he had life insurance, he would have got a payout. The family would have gotten a payout because he had life insurance, and obviously life insurance covers death by coronavirus. So you want to sell a service, you want to learn how to sell, number one. Number two, you want to learn how to sell a service. Find a service that people actually really need. Not some bullshit service that, you're sitting there all day long on the phone, just doing cold call after cold call after cold call on a really bullshit service that's going to help nobody. You want to find something that actually helps people, that people need. So that's what I do advise for people like you and me who might not have incredible amounts of wealth and who are really not sure what to do with their wealth, but who are getting into the thing. That's what I'm doing. Literally, I'm trying to improve my game now, because if you can improve your game now and you can truly shut the fuck up. Sorry, just put my phone on silent. If you can truly learn and push through these moments and get good at sales and service and sell in these times and like really become the top of the game in your team, whatever it is in these times of sales, just imagine what a joke it's going to be when all of this stops. When you can finally start seeing people in person again, when you can start communicating and hiring personal assistants, when you can approach people at a networking event, at a coffee shop. Just imagine if you can. There's a reason that there are many sayings which the baseline of those sayings are, it is the hard times that count, it's the struggling times, it's when you don't want to do it, that's when it counts. Because if you can do it then, boy, you can do it anytime. That's why right now is the best time to learn how to, I want to say to learn how to sell, because really in sales that is the way how you can go from 0 to 10, from A to B, and then start building your life on that. Sales has no cap, especially like the life insurance business, real estate, things like that. There is no cap to how much you can earn. That's why it is the best starting point. Sales is the greatest starting point for anyone who wants to make a success out of their life, whether it be an entrepreneur, whether it be someone who just wants to retire very comfortably. No matter who you are, sales is where it's at. Trust me, and this is why, right now, to learn. That's the one thing for people like you and me. For the second, people who are already quite financially free, but are still a little bit scared because their portfolios are going down. And in general, just for most people, including myself, and for those people who do want to start learning, which is hopefully number one, they won't just sit around, they actually want to start learning. So yeah, this is pretty much for everyone. If you have a portfolio now that is underperforming, don't sell. Don't sell at all, because this is the absolute worst time that you can sell off your equities. You can sell off your bonds. Why is that? Because now let's say 3 years ago you came to your financial advisor, right? And you asked him to build a portfolio for you. Now the market was over here. This is the max. This is the complete max before a drop. Now it's here. So you bought in over there. The market maxed out, and now it's tanking like we see right now. Like nothing makes sense. The markets are down. Let me quickly just show you what I mean as an example of just today. Look how down everything is. Oh wow, look, it actually went up today, but yeah. So let me show you the last let's say the last year. Look at that. There's a tank of blood. So you go to your advisor, you want to buy in there because markets that stable and normal markets, right? That any advisor, wise advisor invests for his clients, they grow very steadily. They don't grow day one to freaking new sky high levels at like you can't double your money in one day. So these markets grow very gradually, but when there is a recession, they drop like they need to fucking get to the bottom as quickly as possible. So if you bought in here, this is the max and it's sitting here now. You're losing a shit ton of money. Now your psychology might be not psychologist, your psychology, your own intellectual self might be panicking, it might be fearful, it might be worried that you have to get out of the markets as quickly as possible. You're going to listen to the news, you're going to listen to this analyst, you're going to listen to this bullshit, just stock trader. Everyone's going to tell you, get out of the market now before it's too late. No, you were already too late. If you're sold at the max, that's fine, but no one knows when the max is until it's too late. So that's why you have to stick to your plan to keep consistent in the market. Keep those monthly, if you can, keep putting up your monthly savings into the stock market, into your portfolio. Keep investing. But when all this fades and the stock market starts going up, which that is very clear, because it's common sense, you don't have to be a genius to figure out that eventually everything's going to start going up, because not only does history tell us that it happens every single time after a recession, but it's common sense, because what's going to happen when this virus finally goes away? The stimulus bills are going to stop. Everyone's going to get their jobs again. Everyone's going to start shopping again. Banks are going to start loaning again. Interest rates are going to go back up to normal again. Banks are going to start loaning from them. Then people are going to start loaning from the banks and paying interest rates. And the debt cycles are going to go on and on and on again. And the economy is going to be stimulated again and start flowing and gradually back to equilibrium and then start growing again. Right? It's common sense. There's no brain size. You don't have to be a genius to know that. Everyone knows that. So carry on investing. But when things start going back to normal, step on that gas. Step on the gas. I would even suggest people start stepping on the gas now. Like give it another 1 or 2 months and start stepping on that gas. Like Warren Buffett and Benjamin Graham say, the two greatest investors on the planet. Benjamin Graham is the guy who taught Warren Buffett. They say, sell when everyone's buying and buy when everyone's selling. It's actually common sense if you think about it. But yeah, so give it another month or two and start stepping on the gas. Literally, right now is the time that, especially for the older generation, you can make your retirement so comfortable right now. If you invest now, well, within the next 2 months, you step on that gas. If you put in 500 Rand a month, put in 1,000 Rand a month. If you put in 5,000 Rand a month, start trying to put 10,000 Rand a month in the next 2 months or so. If you put in 100,000 Rand a month, put in 500,000 Rand a month. You get my point. Just press on the gas as much as you can so that you can benefit truly, benefit from the spike that is going to happen, which I promise you it will happen. These times will go by. When? I don't know. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a sage. But pass, they will. I promise you. And are the markets going to spike? Yes, I promise you. So why not take this opportunity to benefit from it? So yeah, guys, 2 things. 1, for people like me and people who want to learn, let's get good at sales. Because there's no cap, there's unlimited potential to what you can do with sales, to the people you can meet, to the amount you can earn, and it's such a good stepping stone for any level of success that you want to achieve in your life. Number 2 is for everyone, be patient, carry on following the plan, stick to your investment plan, listen to your advisors, hopefully they're guiding you the right way, and then when the right time comes, when everything starts clearing up, step on that fucking gas, step on it, and just invest like a motherfucker. Just invest, you know, so that you can really, truly capitalize from this situation and really profit from it. And then, with all that being said, man, I love this world. The positivity that is coming from it. Like really, it is truly amazing just to see how this world is connecting to each other. Like, I really do believe that even though we are in a really bad stage now in the world, this, I believe, truly is for the good. The Jewish people have a thing that they believe, it's written in the Torah, which is the Bible, um, that everything happens for good, even if you don't understand them at the moment. I truly believe this is happening for the good, because people from all over the world are connecting. People are starting to be creative again. People have more time to speak to their loved ones, to just appreciate. People have more time to be creative. People are being funny. It's just beautiful to see. And the world is becoming clean again. Animals are starting to roam. Venice, there were dolphins in Venice the other day because the ocean is so clean. China, you can see stars for the first time in 15 years because the pollution is so little there. I really do think we're in I really do think the world is changing right now, and I think this coronavirus is that change. Like, as devastating as this virus is, I think it is that change. People are going to realize, like right now technology is booming, people are realizing how wonderful the social media can be, about how you can share your moments, about how you can share this stay-at-home situation and these lockdowns, how you can communicate with each other no matter where you are during the world, how you can do business with your freaking phone, literally just like this. You can make a deal with a friend, with an acquaintance, with a big boy, with freaking millionaire, with anyone. You can make a deal on this little thing. You can make a deal in your laptop. You can stay at home in your comfort zone. It is amazing. Aside from the fact that I can't go outside, which really fucking sucks. But aside from that, it is really truly amazing. I cannot wait to see how this world, because I truly believe it will, so I cannot wait to see how this world is going to thrive after this virus goes away. I really do hope that people learn how to appreciate everything around them without taking it for granted, because I think most of us, even me, take things for granted until it's too late. Like just simply being outside, human interaction, things like that, creativity, speaking with your loved ones all over the world, being able to connect with people, being able to help people. I think people really take those things for granted until it comes to desperate times like these. So I hope we really take these times and learn from it, and learn to be grateful and appreciative, and just be able to push through and be happy, and you just freaking appreciate what we have. I mean, we have, whether you believe in science, believe in a God, believe in a higher power, believe in energy, whatever it is, the fact is, we were put on this earth was given to us, we evolved on this earth, whatever it is, but we have this beautiful planet, we've got these beautiful people around us. There's just so much positivity in this world, and I love it. But yeah, guys, in that, I'm losing my words. On that note, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm serious, I should have said that at the beginning of the video. So like and subscribe, come on, go and do it. I know you got a lot of time, you guys are probably in lockdown, so just press those freaking buttons so you can get updates like these. But also, you already know, carry on making a dent in the universe, carry on pushing yourself, stay healthy, stay positive, stay home, be friendly, stay positive, and let's keep killing it. Until the next adventure, peace out legends, bye bye.